You may have looked at the title and wondered, what is D-Bit? Which that is a good question to ask. You may think it's just the overrated trash on Diego makes, but there is so much more to it than you know. Some D-Bit music videos may be just memes, but some of them have lore to them, and today we're looking at the ones with lots of it. D-Bit Mother, it's a great one to start with. It wasn't the first video uploaded, but it's the first in the timeline, so we're starting with it. In the beginning of the video, you see a laptop start up with the old Windows 7 startup sound as you see the beautiful background of 2009. And a few seconds in we see a pure blue screen with some random noise. That is actually keyboard tying, and the world that is spelled is Molly McGee is mother, as the person after that hits the spacebar, and the beginning of the song starts as the audio recording on the laptop as Molly closes it and the full-on song starts. As you see Molly McGee and 3 other Disney characters, and Blue Chewie, Luz Nocheda, and Haley Banks. And there's even a part where we see a headcanon come through. The part in question is where we see Molly with only one of them at a time, and the background reflects what the 2 characters have in common. For Anne it shows the Thai flag because they're both Thai. Well, Molly is actually half Thai and half Irish, but that doesn't matter. For Molly and Luz, it shows the color pink and blue, both color that both of them use a lot. But Haley's is the one at interest, where for Molly and Haley, it shows a pan flag. If you ask Diego about Haley's on it, he will tell you about that. So if you thought that was crazy, then you're not ready for the rest. D-Bit escapism may just seem like a flex tape meme video, but it does hit at future lore at the end. At the end, it changes from using videos to being animated with a car that based off of the arm we see is Scarlett's car with Diego in the back seat. We can see that the dress he is wearing is based off of Anne's dress. We don't get much before the video ends, but we get so much information set up from it for the later parts. D-Bit Die For You 2022 starts with the last part of the Amphibia intro, with the non-instrumental version of the song Welcome to Amphibia. Yes, that is the name of the intro, and you may have never heard it because the version with lyrics wasn't used in the show. And on the floor, we see the dress and one shoe with is the same as Anne's, and they're only one in frame as a reference to how she lost one of her shoes. This time, we see Diego still in a dress, but it's based off of Molly McGee this time, even down to the same shoes as her. Almost like we left it all on read is a reference to how no one sends texts on Discord. How to learn to let go is a reference to the amount of changes he went through. I used to be somebody in another skin is a reference to the development Diego had over the years. And the biggest lyric of it is, only time we speak is in my dreams, as he says to Molly McGee, being a reference to the show getting cut short. But in the same day, the music video got uploaded. He actually got permanently banned from the Ghost and Molly McGee Discord and Reddit, bringing him to tears. The video goes on with him lighting a match and throwing it at a hard drive that was on the ground, setting the house on fire. He gives Scarlett his phones with the pins and she leaves alive. But for old Diego here, he unfortunately dies in the fire and the house fall down. Which brings us to the last one. The video is about Scarlett reflecting on Diego's death in the house fire, and just like the song lyric, I know it's bad, but we could be so good. Scarlett is at the site of where the house was, and at the end, we see her with a gun next to her head. As the song ends, we see a black screen with text as we hear a gunshot. Some of you may have thought that she killed herself, but because of D-Bit Lift Me Up, we learned that the gun's aim was changed to the air, sparing her life by her sister Morsi. And that how it ends with Diego dying in a fire and all of them mourning the loss of him together as one, the way he wanted everything in life. But hey, that's just a theory. A gay theory, that's a joke.